Hi, welcome back. So guys, as part of this session, let us see a simple example how exactly we can use this to exist. Okay, so here I'm just creating a new test here. Okay, I'm just creating a new test here. So program to verify, expect using it to exist. That's it. So here, if you look at it, basically my copilot is always giving me the suggestions. I was just pressing the tab operation, and if you look at it here, so I just need to close the braces here. So if you look at the code, what it has captured out over there. So what are we doing right now here is this expect. We are checking whether that a UI kit catalog is existing or not, whether the date picker is existing or not. That's what we are just checking it out over here. Okay, whether that particular UI kit catalog is existing or not, whether that data picker is existing or not. So the ultimate objective of this exist is basically to check the element existence with the app UI hierarchy. Basically, that's what it's gonna check it out. Okay, so let me pull my terminal and let me try to run this particular program. As on the UI kit catalog application, both the UI kit catalog and the date picker both were existing. Definitely the script will be executing successfully without having any issues for us. Okay, so this is about the to exist. So there are multiple methods are there in this particular one, but in the real world when you are working on, we won't use all these particular methods. So the next one that we need to consider here is a to have a text. Basically expects the text to have on an element. Basically, so if at all any element is there on that particular element, we are expecting some particular text out over there. So here let me create a program. Okay, let me create a program. So here to have a text. Okay, so here this test again. Okay, so program to verify to have a text. Basically, so if you observe again, my copilot is giving me a suggestion that for this you should have this particular UI kit catalog text. For the date picker you should have this particular text. So ideally, as we are working on this particular application, right, which we are identifying by its label and as well as a text, you are not identifying any much difference. But whenever you are working on an application which does has an ID as an attribute and which has a specific text on it, in such a cases this option would be much more meaningful for you. But this is the way how exactly we can use to have a text. So what are we doing? We are asking it on this particular element it should have this particular text. That's what we are asking it to have. Okay, that's what we are asking it to have. Of course, the assertion is passed. And on top of it, if you look at it, basically it does has to have a label. Okay, to have a label. Okay, let me comment this program as well. And let me create a new test. Basically, test program to verify, expect using to have a label. Okay, to have a label basically. So usually in the accessibility inspector we were identifying the label of all the elements, right? So the simple chunk that you need to consider here is you will be checking it up whether the elements are having a label for the text whatever it is displaying. Okay, let me show you that what I'm trying to say. So here for this, the label is a UI kit catalog. For the data picker, the label is a date picker. That's what we are validating here. Just go with the label and identify that particular label. Whether you have a label there or not, just verify it. Okay, just to verify it. Of course, the assertion is a successful. In this situation, most of the scenarios does has a label. There are certain situations where the objects are having an ID attributes basically that you need to verify. In such a situations, what you will be doing is you will be validating to have an ID. In this, we will be passing down the desired ID, whatever you wanna validate it. For the desired object, you wanna validate it. And also the next one is to have a value basically. So consider that element is having a specified value and you want to check it out whether that particular value is there in that particular field. In such situations, we will be having a to have a value. So as of now, we have a seen up to have a accessibilities, to have a label. So this to have a ID, we don't have any application right now that does has this ID attribute. Moving further, we'll see in the next examples if I can come up with an example for this. Okay, perfectly all right. See you again in the next lecture. Thank you.